So this is my Raku kiln. It's firing right now. Fires up to cone 05. That's around 1900 degrees. We're going to take it apart after this, take a look at it, and see what it looks like inside. I have a lot of experimental brick in this kiln. It's not actually kiln brick. It comes out of furnaces and pool heaters. You can see the pieces I'm using at the top are kind of broken, but we'll see how it works out.
Okay, this is my kiln. I'm using a gas burner inside underneath a 26-inch electric kiln. Inside I have it set up so the flame comes in here, and I have these triangular pieces to direct the flame upward. So if we're looking at the entrance, it comes right in there. That's right there. We're shooting the flame straight in. It hits these little deflectors and it comes up to this wall right there. Now, a piece that goes in on top here, which I'm not sure about the quality of this material. It's kind of warping pretty bad, although it is getting direct heat applied right to it the whole time. So that piece sits like that. So the flame comes in underneath here, hits the deflectors, shoots up. Now I have this shelf cut to function to allow the flame to come out on either side. Okay, so the flame comes up directly underneath this shelf here, comes up on the sides. Now what I think I need to do, this is going to be a downdraft kiln, so there's two lids right there that'll go on top of this and seal that off, forcing the heat to go back down. So I need to cut this shelf back a few more inches here, or maybe just cut a little channel out of it. The chimney is about maybe 5 inches by 6 inches or so, which really doesn't matter. I just need to get the, make sure it has enough volume getting out. We're gonna add a chimney on, which is not here right now, but there will be a chimney coming out right down there. And then the last thing, last firing, I had these pieces in here to kind of stop the flame. I want to make sure it doesn't just shoot right up and out the chimney. So what I'm going to do this time, I think some of the pieces were burning a little bit. This burner I think is a little bit big for this size and volume, but what I'm going to try next time is I'm going to set up a little bag wall like this on both sides. I'm going to use a longer piece, but force the flame upward a little bit more, so it has to circulate around the top before being forced back down. It's kind of hard with this size kiln to make it a 2-burner system. It's pretty small volume, and I can't set it up like a standard kiln would be with the shape and all. So this system seems to work. I've had success with it so far, but I'm just gonna try and tweak it a little bit and make it a little more efficient in the heating. Some of the heating is not as it's not as consistent in certain spots. Now I fire this is a raku kiln, so it's not being fired real high. Oops, I just broke my piece lifting the shelf up. Well, that's good. That's lets me know that material is good for maybe 5 or 6 firings, and after that it crumbles and falls apart. So we're back to we're gonna have to replace that piece with another piece, but that's okay. We got plenty of stuff to work with. Most of this material actually comes out of pool heaters or furnaces, but you can get some of this brick that's it's made for high temperature stuff. I wouldn't do a Kiln 10 firing with it, but it certainly works on outer surfaces, not directly inside the fire chamber. But I have this white foam board too. These all come out of pool heaters and a variety of other heating things that use direct flame, but they're great if you can get your hands on them to use as outer layers. Building a chimney out of mine. So anyway, yeah, when the flame comes up and hits these deflectors here, it hits this wall and it's directed left or right, and what I have here on the sides where it directs left and right is a little more deflectors, these little guys here that shoot the flame upwards. Now I know I got a lot of change in direction. The fire comes in straight first and is deflected upward. I guess that's the first actual deflection. Then it's deflected left and right, which would be the second, and then it's deflected up again, which would be the third deflection before it actually enters the stacking area. But anyway, that's my I guess 4th or 5th design. This design seems to work pretty good. I like it. I do have a different piece in the front here. Yeah, that's not the hole for that burner to go in. Alright, let me see if I can get this. Oh, this is not the right one either, but I have a piece here that sits in there, and it's cut out for the burner, so it's not this big hole. And I actually used another burner too before, which works really well. This is just your standard roofing torch hooked up to a 5-gallon propane tank or a 20-pound tank. But yeah, the piece that for that torch was this. Sits right in there like that, and that's the inlet for the gas burner. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Always open for suggestions if anybody likes it and has a comment or a different design or an improvement or suggestion. I know I got a lot of cracks in this thing. These bricks definitely hold the heat in, but they are not kiln brick. They do degrade, so that's why I take little videos here to make sure I know what brick works and which brick does not. Okay, thanks for watching.